What's up, everybody? Yugi Fine Foyer, and we are here with coffee time that was totally recorded on a Monday, not a Thursday.
Wait, I'm supposed to talk?
No,
You never took the muzzle off.
that sounds like a you problem.
Well, I broke it, so now it's a you problem.
Anyway, we're of course showing my Mikey since he always likes to spoil the fun of coffee time.
Hey! You're right. But on a serious note, there was no coffee time Monday because this whole week I was literally out of my house. But I could not do any videos. I actually was so busy I forgot to do stock market. So that's coming to you tomorrow, Jonathan. If you could please, I'll give you stock market for Friday, and you can, and if you
Yeah.
can just upload it before the live stream, that'd be great.
And my entire week schedule has been hectic. Like, I literally did not have a day off to even do anything, really. Like,
Jonathan literally forgot. No, Jonathan was so busy he forgot to put up Tech Tuesday, which is gonna be for next week.
I did
It's okay,
forget, I'm not gonna
guys.
lie. I was, like, surprised.
So we're both even on that accord. But anyway, welcome to Coffee Time. Yes, Jonathan said that, and we're gonna be talking about the ban list, basically the OCG slash TCG ban list breakdown, as well as what the hell is Konami doing now, in the past, and in the future. Because let's be honest, what the hell are they doing? So sit tight because this is going to be about a half an hour video of us talking about everything wrong and stuff.
Awesome.
So let's go over the OCG list first, shall we, Jonathan? Because we got the OCG list first.
Let's see. So, Forbidden, of course, Tyrant Neptune, Zodiac Dryden, and Zodiac Barrage.
Oh,
Zodiacs
wow.
got destroyed
Destroyed.
by this list. Like,
my
literally,
God.
the engine is no more. You can no longer do the engine.
Right.
So, yeah. You can still play Zodiacs.
They
but
com-
you
they
can't just
completely
splash
got
in
rid
any
of
deck now.
they completely got rid of the main threat of the entire Zodiac deck, which was Dryden, because normally going to the Broad Bowl and then going to Dryden,
It wasn't
and that
just
was just a
Dryden. The
stupid
Barrage
move.
was just even more. It's just retarded.
Yeah, Barrage was broken because that was a really stupid effect for what it did,
Mm-hmm.
and it is a stupid effect for what it does. Also, Tyrant Neptune, the OCG loop they did in the loop they did in OCG was really stupid to the point that they really had to hit it. So if you guys don't know what the Tyrant Neptune loop, Jonathan, you can explain that one for us if you
I
remember what
actually forgot what the Tyrant Neptune was.
I forgot. I actually forgot too, but the loop was really stupid. If anyone could remember that, well, you know.
Remember, you're talking to a guy who doesn't really pay close attention to the game anymore.
I don't remember the loop, to be honest.
Like,
So,
I think I've seen it
what
once, and that was about it.
Yeah. So what is limited on this list besides the forbidden list? I mean, that was pretty much understandable for the forbidden list
Yeah.
for OCG because Zodiacs was just way too powerful, and it still is too powerful in both OCG and TCG.
Well, we got to one is Witcher Black Forest, which pretty much got exact same errata that Sengen got. So pretty much any monster that you searched off of Witcher Black Forest, you pretty much cannot use any effects of those monsters during that turn. So if you search, let's say you search like I don't know, Rescue Rabbit, just top of my fucking head, which you can't search with it, but I don't fucking care. I said it. I don't care.
We'll find a way.
You know, you can't just go like all of a sudden double summon Rescue Rabbit or just I don't know, just summon Rescue Rabbit and use the effect. You can't do it, so it's pretty cool.
Right.
Zodiac Rapier, another nail in the coffin for Zodiac. They really did not want that deck anymore. They did not want that engine around. Let's be
Right.
honest, it was a tier 0 engine. Everybody was using it. You had like Zodiac Mermail, Infernoid, Monarch, Clusterfucks.
They had a lot of stuff over
It
there.
was like really long names for decks. It's like, why? Black and Go for the Fake
But-
Shadow, which was a great hit. A great hit.
I find that
towards-
a great hit as well.
great hit towards Link Summoning because literally Gofu is a 1-card Decode
So-
Talker, a 1-card Firewall Dragon. It was
It's a one card.
everything.
It's a one card all-purpose card.
Pretty much, but you know, it's still going to be that kind. It's still going to be sort of top deck wars where you top deck to Gofu, you have a major advantage but you'd be less likely to see it. And that's where decks like Blackness can come into play, because you can start with the go through Black Whirlwind if you wanted to try to go that route. And then the Interrupted Kaiju Slumber is.
I thought it was a great hit.
A very, very good hit.
Alright, so let's talk about this with Midwest just for a little bit, because I understand Witch of the Black Forest, because even though with the errata, it went to 1 with the errata, so that's perfect. That's perfectly fine for me, for OCG, and for me, because the errata doesn't make it as broken as it was, and Rap Tier to 1, I think that's more than just a nail in the coffin. That's just the burial site on it, man, because
it's like, here's your fool's burial.
You only have
one,
because you only have now 1 overlay with Rap Tier, and once that Rap Tier dies, what else are you gonna do after that? I mean, OCG
it's like the only way, at least this is like the only way you can actually play. Like, at least at the top of my head, it's something Ramen mentioned, which I really hope he plays on stream, because he tried showing on stream on the last stream, but I hope he actually tries to do like a full stream of it. Is using like Stoic Challenge with the Zodiacs, like stack a bunch of Zodiacs and then have Stoic Challenges like have like over 10,000 attack.
Oh my god! All right, so I find Rap Tier was a good hit. And it's like you said, Jonathan. They just didn't really want the engine around for so long. I mean, they got Zodiacs a long time before us. So
it's like, well, they also saw like it's kind of like Gofu, but the ridiculous Link some of these Zodiacs. You know, people are saying that it Link some to slow down Zodiacs, which it wasn't the case. Zodiacs could perform even better with the Link Summon mechanic,
right.
And
thing
is though, they needed to get rid of the Zodiacs, so that way there's also a way to push future products, so these new archetypes have a chance to possibly shine, and that Konami can get more money from the consumers, pretty much. Because why would I want to play these new monsters if I could just throw them Zodiacs, really?
Also, you got to consider the fact that they already have Link Summons there. We don't.
Yeah.
So you can understand the mentality of OCG, of Konami on the OCG side wanting to go for the 1. Now, does that mean every card that summons tokens will be limited or go on the ban list? No.
No.
Shut up, John. But no, that's not entirely true. At Scapegoat, maybe we could see it as a further.
Somebody in the comments take me seriously about that.
But you could be right, because you get 4 free tokens, and it's a quick play, so you can activate it on your opponent's turn.
You have to activate during your opponent's end phase in order to get used out of the Scapegoats.
Exactly. So. Or you use it on your turn, because...
Well, no, you can't use it on your turn, because you can't summon monsters the turn you...
oh, right, you're right.
So you have to do it during your opponent's end phase.
So it's still a 1-turn wait, but if you pull it off, it's an instant decode talker. It's like what you said. But yeah. Kaiju Slumber to 1, that's perfect, because blowing... This was an Exciton night, except it was for monsters. It was an Exciton night for monsters, and... to give 2 free Kaijus out of your deck, as well as giving a search afterwards, I'm sorry, that's just way too much for me to handle. Jonathan? Are you here?
Like, yeah, I'm here. I was letting you do your discussion.
No. I wasn't going to rant about this one.
It's like, it's a good hit. Like, all the limiteds were really, really good.
Yeah,
hits, or just bring back this in Witch of the Black Forest.
All right, so we can't spend too long on the semi-limited, because that's pretty long.
Yeah, I think a lot of it sort of self-explanatory. Like semi-limited, you have Stratos, Armageddon Knight, Fairy Tail Snow, which we kind of was needed. Goyo Guardian, next to Promise the Blast and Draco Slayer, Brio, Tinky, and Brain Control. Stratos at 2 no OCG. Can we? Come on, Kevin Tour, throw us a bone. Come on.
Throw us the Stratos. If you're giving us hero support, why are you not throwing us the Stratos?
Because
man?
he hates Stratos. He stated that already.
All right, so
yeah.
So Armageddon Knight, Goyo Guardian, Ignister, Brio, Tenki.
Well, the thing, like Ignister is mainly because some of them are nerfed because of the whole Link Summon mechanic.
Yeah.
Goyo Guardian.
But no, I was gonna say. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, none of these are really a threat to come off the list. So it makes sense for them to like bring it slowly back, see how it does. Because with all the errata and all the things to stop these cards, it's not really an issue.
Yeah, like Goyo has never been really a threat. Like, come on, we have three Goyo in TCG. I'm about to say OCG. Oh, 3 Goyo in TCG. Like, he's not doing anything. You never see him in any really decks anymore.
However, I will say, Fairy Tail Snow and Brain Control to two
Brain
Fairy
Control
Tail's close
kind
to
of
2.
rad, if I remember correctly. So
I believe so, but the Fairy Tail's no.
it
That's
needed
an
to be
interesting
hit
hit.
because of how
It's an
easily it's
interesting.
abused.
It's an interesting hit because yes, you still have power with 2 snows and lawn mowing and foolish burial, but the threat of having 2 in the deck is still there.
I think what
So
they're
yes,
mainly doing is okay. We're gonna put it to see how it does. If it's still a really powerful card, we'll put it to 1.
put it to 1. Yeah, and brain control I can understand to 2 because with the errata that they have, I believe there's an errata. There should be an errata.
Yeah, there is.
It's
I believe there is.
not going to do. Yeah, it's not gonna do as well as it used to, way back when. So yes, you can take a monster, but that monster won't do much for you. There's so much control in the game that brain control is not an issue.
Yep.
So
And then the cards from the 3 is
what
we have artifact.
what has been freed from the prison?
We have Artifact Morale Attack, which came from 2 to 3. Magician of Faith, 2 to 3. ADD Lamia, which from 2 to 3.
Ooh, all right. So give artifacts their power. Put Magician of Faith back to 3, but Magician of Faith will not be doing much because it's just not
It's
usable.
slow.
It's slow. It's slow. I was gonna say that like immediately. And DD Mania, all right, give DDs their power back. So that's not bad. See more diversity in the meta with artifact with the hats back in the game, and DDDs back.
That'd be
in the
interesting.
game. So let's see how.
That'd be interesting. Get like seeing Hat come back
Yeah.
again. Like,
So
man.
and the only errata they gave us for this list was which is the Black Forest, which is what you said.
Yeah, it just has to affect the same.
So overall, this list was really, really good for the
Very
meta
well
that
thought
is
out.
in OCG, and I gotta say they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
They want at the time they do want the people's money, but at the same time they're trying to eliminate a lot of like threats in the game that could kind of ruin the game state a little bit, make it stale and boring.
Right.
And Zodiac is one of those decks that does do that because it's splashing everything, and it's like, oh, Zodiacs. That's not really interesting at all. So
Right.
hitting decks like that or engines like that is a good thing for how the game state, since you're gonna get a little bit more customers, a little more people coming to game if it's more balanced.
More control.
If more control, if they feel that the company is listening to you as a whole.
So, the nightmare that everyone's waiting for. What the hell is this list? What the hell is this list? Konami, TCG, what the hell did you guys do?
We waited 8 months.
Literally almost a whole year since this ban list.
For a bunch of erratic cards to come off the list.
So, before we bash on Konami, let's go over this list.
Alright.
Kieran to 1.
That was neat. As much as I'm gonna admit, I love spamming Kieran. I love being that guy who just sat Kieran on the field. I'm not gonna lie, because I love playing Magician Pendulums. It needed to go. I'm not gonna lie.
Tyrant Neptune, same thing with the OCG list. The stupid loop that could have happened in TCG is now gone. What else do we have? Oh,
Vanity's Emptiness.
Vanity's Emptiness.
There is a reason why this is a thing.
Why the hell would you guys do that?
Because they wouldn't promote link summoning, and there's an issue with link summoning. This is a funny thing that proves that Konami does not fully think things through.
Yep.
The fact that you can have 7 monsters on your board, you can control both link zones. It's retarded.
It's just stupid.
So basically, if a person controls both link zones, you can control the flow of the game.
You lose.
Vanities will help regulate that.
Right. So
Banning
now
this opens up pretty much the gates of hell. So it's pretty much you either play a link spam deck and hope you get control of the board first, or you can pretty much
play barrier statues and watch your opponent cry in the corner.
Or you can just play any type of stun deck and just go like Solemn Strike, Solemn Warning. Floodgate?
Paging, paging,
Bottomless?
rock stun. Paging, paging, rock stun.
Rockstone, you'll send you. Lose a
Alright,
turn?
so,
Oh, thank you.
oh my god. Alright, so Vanity is limited. That was a stupid hit, but the other two hits on the Forbidden List was smart.
Necessary.
Or necessary, but not smart. Because we know what happened. So Maxi to 1.
I think
Why?
that was the out of all besides the vanities, which that was
That was
okay.
the
Vanities
most
was like
random.
you sort of see why they did that, but Maxi's like why? That's literally y'all saying that y'all don't like. Here's the thing though, we still have Zodiacs pretty much at full power, you know. Maxi was such a great answer to it because you can just Maxi. They either choose to not spam the board and maybe give you 1 or 2 cards, or just go completely off and give you like I don't know how many pluses and risk you drawing into like a Darkhold or a Raigeki.
It's actually 5 cards. It's about 5 cards plus.
It well depends on the variant. Sometimes you can go a little bit more.
No. Terratop, Invoker, and the Zodiac combo.
All right. Well,
About 5 plus cards.
but still, like you're getting a lot of cards, and you have that potential drawing into an answer for that board.
Right.
So limiting.
You lose with Maxi to 1. There's a lot of power and a lot of pressure released from the game.
But here's the thing. But Maxi, here's the question though. With that 1, do you still want to play it or not? Is it worth playing it at 1?
I think it still is, just for that. What, 1 out of 40 chance to draw? No, I'm sorry, 1 out of 35 chance to draw.
Yeah, 1 out of 35. Remember that.
You could have you can have it in an open hand. Your opponent would never see it coming, and when they go off, you have it.
I guess in a sense, it kind of depends on the deck, really. Now,
it depends on the deck now, but I would. But if you have a chance to, like, why do people still run Raigeki? Why do people still run cards on the limited list?
It's because things like Raigeki is like an easy just 1 card nuke. You know.
Right, but sometimes you don't see it in the duel. Sometimes you see it in the duel. So
it's just like for me, I think Maxi's now going to be player preference over like auto staple
over something else, right?
Yeah.
So Rescue Cat, this was necessary to come back.
Rabbit got her friend.
Yes. So the reason I say this is necessary because with the Rescue Cat, Link summonings become more powerful. And if you don't know the loop with the Rescue Cat, I encourage you to look at what it can do.
Rescue Cat is fun, and I cannot wait to have fun with that shit again.
Everything on the limit, everything that was released from the Forbidden List did get an errata, however. So Rescue Cat got an errata. Briannak, which we've waited for millennia.
I can use Brio again!
Came back.
I have been saving it.
It did get an errata, and for you guys who don't know, the errata is not, you cannot do it during either player's turn anymore, but you can still bounce, you can still drop the same as many cards as you want.
It's like it's during your turn only, so it's still a powerful card, but it's not like, oh, I can just, you summon like 2 monsters, okay, effect, discard 2 bounces, this goes your board.
Right.
Who cares about you anymore?
So it lost some power and some speed, but it doesn't mean it's not a playable card.
Oh man, just like mermails. Just didn't say
more.
God. Mermails.
Brain control.
Huh?
Brain control. Brain control is next.
Brain control, which is like...
I see the concept bringing back brain control, but it's, I don't know. You can take control of Crystal Wing for a turn. So, or any power card that's on your opponent's field, and completely change completely shift the game control of the game. So
that's true, but
it's a game changer. But at the same time, it's a risk.
Yeah.
Because brain control did get an errata. I'm not sure what the errata is yet. The end phase. I don't know if they added more text to it. I believe they did, but I don't know. If you can find that for me, Jonathan.
Pay 800 life points when face-up monster brain controls take control and Faith, because you were able to take down like face-up monster brain control during the
Oh, so the original brain control said any monster.
Let me see. Where's the original? Pay 800 life point. Wait, that's freaking. Where's the fucking?
That's pretty much a barrel, right?
No, it's like pay 800 life points. Like one face-up monster on your opponent's side of the field. Take control of this like the card until the end of this turn. It still is. What the fuck? Hold on.
No. So I had that issue too. If you guys don't know, the eroded cards, the text have not been fully released yet since we're waiting for Duo Saga. So it's gonna be hard to find it unless you get information from someone
Yeah,
else.
I
So that's
like.
why I don't know the errata, but I know the errata of Future Fusion, which, oh my god, what took so long for this card?
It's like
What took so long?
it's not really broken anymore since you don't send the cards until after you get the fusion monster. So
Right.
it's like it's one of these cards that no one's really gonna play like at all. It's like what's
So
the point of it now?
yeah, that's
Yeah,
an
this thing could go
errata
back to
that
3. No one would care really.
this is a good errata for bringing it back, and it's not bad at all. I won't deny the errata. The errata is not bad, but the card itself won't be used a lot.
Or at all. Like we have triple Twin Twister, triple MST, triple like
Right.
you have so much back rate. It's like
So unless you have a way to fully protect it,
yeah,
and that's a lot of resources into the card
yeah,
itself.
like.
There's no reason to do it.
And before someone comes with like an OTK that just like
Oh, Jonathan, no. Unless you use Time Seal, which is still banned. No.
I know, right?
Okay, the last card on this limited list that was set free, Imperial Order.
Which
Now,
you have to pay life points during either or both players' turn
Right.
to keep on board. So
no, I got the errata because now, I was waiting for this for centuries. I literally picked up 8 copies of it, waiting for the last ban list, and out of nowhere it comes off on this list. So I was prepared. So yeah, as you said, Jonathan, Imperial Order, you have to pay 800 life points. No, 700 during both standby phases.
mm-hmm.
So it is 1400 in a single round, as well as you must pay until you cannot pay anymore. So it's no longer a choice unless you get rid of the card
it's pretty
yourself.
much like, hey, Pendulum players, links, you know,
You're dead.
Scooch over. Hey, here you come. Imperial Order to fuck you over even more.
Right. So
They really
this
hate
was
Pendulum
funny.
decks.
And as well as it stops, it just not just Pendulum, it stops
I know, but it's just first thing came to mind. It's just
any
funny.
spell heavy deck. So
Yeah.
if you guys are playing Blue Eyes and you see this card, just pick it up, man. Unless you
Just
have Twin
scoop it,
Twister,
like just
unless you have Twin Twister, like set as a
the
response,
chain on top of it, then yeah, it's like
just pick it up.
just scoop. You're fucked.
The only reason, personally speaking, I do play Imperial Order in Blue Eyes because I feel I'm strong enough to make the board and then use Imperial Order, in which they cannot do anything after that.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason I would run it, and is the reason I'm going to test it out. The semi-limited. Shorter list than the OCG semi. So what happened here?
Well,
Wisdom
Wisdomized
Magician-
Magician is back to 2.
Which
Which-
is really stupid, even
It's
though
really
Pendulum's
nice,
lost.
but then think about it at the
Pendulum's
same
lost
time.
all their power. Pendulum's lost all their power. That was it.
Exactly, but you pretty much, you get, for TCG players, have fun abusing Wisdomized Magician at 2 while you can use Magicians at their full power. I'm just saying, it's like, Konami's like, teaching, like, you know what? We know that we hurt you and all, you know, we hurt your decks. We're gonna throw you a
Let's hurt you
bone.
more.
Here's Wisdomized
you
at
more.
2.
Alright, so Zodiac Raptor. Unlike the OCG Brethren, instead of getting put to 1, it got put to 2.
Which doesn't
Now-
do anything at 2, because it's like...
It still gives Zodiacs a lot of power. So why
it's
would
also
you
the fact that you
do
still have
that?
3 barrage, you still have a lot of consistency. So pretty much, it was more like them saying,
We'll
trying
give
to
you a
make it seem
bonk
like
on
they're
the head.
listening to the player base, and it's like, oh, we hit Zodiac, which, to be honest, I'm shocked he should even hit Zodiac to begin with. Because we
It's like,
literally just got that
I know.
archetype.
It's like Konami does like a strike system. Like, okay, you're too powerful. Strike 1. Okay, you're too powerful. Strike 2. Okay, you're too powerful. We'll leave you right there.
No, but it's like, here's the thing though. The fact that Konami, if she even just hit Judex at all, is shocking to begin with, because you know how they are. Whenever there's a new archetype, no matter how broken it is, they tend to leave it alone for a couple of formats.
You're right.
So, that is actually a step up for them. So, even though it's at 2, it doesn't matter if it's at 2, it's still a powerful card. They hit it.
Right.
Like right there.
And we have, for the last card, Kaiju Somber to 2. Now, I'm actually okay with this card being at 2 instead of 1. It didn't matter to me whether it got limited or semi, as long as it's not at 3. Because
Yeah.
again, it's a mini Exciton Knight with a lot more power because you summon 2 kaijus, you deck thin, and you deck thin even further, and you end up drawing the cards you want or the cards that can help you shift the game into your favor.
Definitely.
And lastly, Sangan is no longer on the list.
Yeah,
It is actually.
I can use 3 gold rares finally.
Who the hell is going to use that, Jonathan? Don't
I
say
have
you.
3. I will use it somehow. Like, no, literally, like, back when
Use it
Sangan
in
was
your
like, no,
rock song.
literally, back when Sangan was like at freaking like at 1, I picked up so many fucking gold rares. It wasn't funny because I don't know why I like the gold rare Sangan. I have so many Sangans, like I could probably have a binder for
Hey
them.
guys, look! Now you can play Exodia with a lot more consistency.
I know,
Oh wait,
right?
there's an errata. There should be an errata for it. We will
There
find
is
it.
the same thing as, like I said, same thing as which Black Forest, pretty much.
Oh,
You just
okay,
can't use the
okay.
effect. Yeah, both of them have the exact same effects. Like, it's literally, you can search out a monster, but you can't use any effects of that monster searched out. So pretty much like you search out effect field, like how it was.
So
Like,
it doesn't even matter. So it doesn't even matter to Exodia.
pretty much. But it's pretty much how it was like. Remember, like back when it was like down rabbit format, people search out
Yeah,
the
yeah,
rabbits
yeah.
with Sangan, or like they search out the effect failer, like so.
Right.
So
Yeah, I
yeah, that's
remember.
pretty much the errata on it. It's a good errata. I'm not gonna lie.
So now that we've covered both of those, let's talk about Konami for a little bit. And this is where the second part of Coffee Time kicks in. What the hell was Konami thinking?
They don't think, they just do.
Exactly, and that's the problem. They had 8 months to prepare, to look at the meta, to listen to the players if they had ears, and to create a concise ban list to help the players out.
Now-
to help budget players, to help professional players, to just help the players deal with the power sword.
Now, if I was working for the Banlist Konami, like if I was the head, if I had Kevin Turner's job, if I had pretty much an unlimited amount of time to make a list, I would be paying attention to the meta. I'll be seeing what decks are powerful, and there's examples. You know, I'm not saying these decks should be hit. I'll be like, okay, Metal Fusion, you're being banned, or like, and these Inferno cards have got to go. Now, again, just examples. You know, I will be looking at different things to see, okay, what decks need to be hit. What are some of the very top meta decks that kind of balance them out a little bit so other decks can kind of rise up and increase that versatility, that variety, and allow more people to want to go to these regionals, these YCSs, and participate and give the company more money.
I mean, for fuck's sake, man. We got the ban list a day after, literally a day after YCS Prague. And what topped that YCS Prague? We'll talk about that on a Let's Talk, which will be this Sunday
Now,
along with Jonathan. But just a little spoiler: YCS Prague had topped by a 60 card. What was it? I can't even remember. Paleozoic deck.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I thought it was the most hilarious deck. I was like, oh my god,
So-
it actually topped.
So what the hell? You guys, like Konami, you have your own live stream. You have your own YouTube channel. You can do whatever the hell you want. You have power. And you don't look at your own tournaments and see what the issues are?
Here's the thing, though.
Come on.
Here's it comes to TCG versus OCG. The TCG is all about money. And they know they can get away with the BS because they know people will continue to buy it up. They will continue to go to tournaments regardless of anything that they do. They can get away with murder, pretty much. That's the thing with TCG. They can get away with murder and no one will care.
But I'm saying, I understand it, but I'm saying it's people like professional players who's topped a YCS, who's topped now. It's like, no offense to the people who's actually top, like Billy Breaks, off the top of my head, Billy Breaks, the other guy, what's his name?
Jeff Jones?
Jeff Jones, and the third person who's well known in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Society community.
Open?
Yeah, Patrick Holman. See, that's how dead I am, guys. Patrick Holman, Billy Breaks, Jeff Jones, people like them, they keep playing the game no matter what because it's their life, it's their living, it's how they do it. I'm not saying anything offensive to it, but I'm saying with people like that and Konami doesn't listen to what they have to say, instead they just debut them or use they use their notoriety for their own benefit, without listening to them, why would those people even agree to that? They
It's
already have YCS, they have money, they have everything they need, but they're still supporting Konami in a way that doesn't benefit the lower level players.
now
I just don't get it.
I understand Activision comes to using like the best decks. You go in a tournament, you're paying money, especially if you're going to YCS. Even though the prize pool is absolute garbage, I don't understand traveling to YCS for the crappy prize pool. But you're paying money, you're gonna want to win, gonna try to win, you're gonna use the best stuff. That's understandable. That's for any type of competition. But when you are basically out supporting a company that's going to listen, that's not a really good thing to do, personally.
Right.
Whereas OCG, look what they did. Granted, they had Zoodex a lot longer than us, but they decided to say, no, Zoodex are done. They hit Gofu, and they have Link monsters now, but they haven't had them long. Like, they had them for maybe, a week or two?
And look what happened.
And
they already
Gofu
hit one of the main threats.
They didn't ban Gofu, they limited Gofu because they need it, because they're like, no, this thing's too powerful, we need to get it out of here. Like, no.
A one-turn Link monster? That's really
they
stupid.
could have let it fest. They could have been like, you know what? They could have just left it alone, but no, they're like, you know what? We gotta try to make the game stay a little more healthier. Even though they're going to botch it up later on with some new cards. But for the time being, make it healthy. We're going to hit Gofu to 1. We're going to completely destroy Zodiacs. And we're just going to basically bring back some favorite cards. So more like Bryonic, Stratos to 2, and stuff like that. To basically allow other decks to kind of flourish. And allow more variety of decks out there.
Right. And look, one of the key differences between OCG and TCG Konami is the fact that OCG play tests the issues. When they listen to the players and they play test it and they say, "Oh shit, this is bad."
Oh, they actually play test it. It's funny.
They do it.
They do.
But Konami, they just pull bullshit out of their ass. That's it. I can't say anything more about that. And if you guys don't like the language, I'm sorry, but it's a crude way to put it.
It's
really
is. Like,
way.
we actually say cruder stuff, but Ryu probably roll around is great for that one.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But it's just like, Konami needs to learn to open their ears, at least on the TCG side. They have...
Or grow ears.
Or grow
That's
ears.
That's a better one. Grow.
And a perfect example of the people have power over the company is... Perfect example is Call of Duty and Activision. Look what fucking happened. Like, that Lewis game took a big bomb. And look, they're like, well, you know, we're going to go back to the roots now and go boots in the ground because y'all took a crap on our game, so y'all win.
I actually have a better example. And this is just the last example for games because can't talk about video games here.
I know, but it's an example. Really.
Ubisoft. Look at what Ubisoft did. They look at their sales, they care about the players, and look what happened. Okay, they had... Since the beginning of Assassin's Creed, they had successful series back to back to back until Assassin's Creed 3. No, Assassin's Creed 4, I'm sorry. And then they had Syndicate. Look what happened. They didn't like their sales. They didn't like how the players responded to Syndicate. So they took a whole year off, did a movie, which was adequate, and then they're working on a new game. And you know what? It's gonna be better than what preceded it because they had time to work on it.
Now, of course, we're not saying Konami needs to just drop the game for a couple of years. That'd be really dumb.
Yeah,
but what we're saying is, at least on TCG,
they need a lot of
is that they need to open up the ears and pay more close attention to the community. And basically, okay, you know what, these things are threats. Because the idea of a ban list is to not support your sales. The idea of a ban list is to help better the game, is to hit things. And another thing that you can actually do, Konami, is every once in a while, if something is a real big threat that needs to be hit, don't just wait a while to do it. Put out an emergency ban. Like, let's say, okay, look, Zodiacs are like, oh, she's running amok, even though they are running amok, but you need to hit Zodiacs some more? Fucking just E-ban the barrage. E-ban something, you know? Take initiative.
Yeah. And it's not just that. It's the fact that, okay, let's look at this. Let's look at it in a different way. For people who are saying, oh, I like this ban list, or Konami's doing the best they can. No, they're not. They can do better because...
Oh, trust me, this is...
No, hold on. I got this. Long-time players, like you, like me, like Rom and all you longtime players, you guys know about the history of Yu-Gi-Oh and its different owners. So let's go back about a decade to Upper Deck. Look how well they did things at that time. I believe what was it? Upper Deck time was like Heroes, Dino Rabbits, some stuff like that, right?
I don't think Upper Deck had Dino Rabbit. I
It
think
was
they
before that.
stopped during. I think Konami took back control during 5Ds. I think.
I believe so too. But yeah, so before then, Upper Deck. Look what they did when things were an issue. Because that was a long time ago. That even I don't remember. I know Heroes were a thing. Exodia was a thing.
It was they were most common thing was Return Dad.
Yeah.
When they had then they put emergency balance limiting both Allure and Griffer because they were really big problems in the deck and they made that super consistent and they need hit the consistency. Like they
Upper Deck did. Upper Deck did what OCG Konami was always doing. And that was the biggest thing for the game at that time. Because it meant so much to the players that they can still play the game at a decent pricing and not have to worry about dealing with bullshit, even though granted the power creep at the time wasn't as strong as it is now, but it was still playable.
Like it was more fun because we knew that they had our backs. They were watching out for the players, and it made us want to go to these tournaments, and it made us want to buy their packs, and just give the company our money, and just be like, hey, you know what? It's a regionals behind me. I think I'll go to it. I'll play it. I don't know what deck I want to play. I may, even if I do well with it, it don't matter to me. But it's
another company. Yeah, another company owned Yu-Gi-Oh at a time. I can't remember what that company's name was. But they did own it, and they did almost the same thing. So, any other company than Konami that owns Yu-Gi-Oh would do a much better job than Konami because they wouldn't be selfish. They know they'll make profits. They'll be able to survive.
This is why I've stated in the past that Konami should literally sell the game to another company before they let you kill it.
If Upper Deck ever comes back and wants to buy the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, I think, personally speaking, the entire game state and meta will change more than any new summoning mechanic, more than any card set, more than any existence of Yu-Gi-Oh there is.
Well,
because it would be a complete revision of the game.
Oh, definitely will be a complete revision of that game.
And and at that point, I think even you will get back into Yu-Gi-Oh, Jonathan.
I probably would. I'm not gonna lie. I probably would. Like even if Upper Deck or a company like Upper Deck Entertainment, even if Konami never sold the game, if they start listening to players and start doing every once in a while maybe emergency ban something that's too powerful, making actual maybe good ban lists that aren't complete trash, that would be that. Then I might come back. I would probably come back to the game because I would feel like the company's listening. Right. And I like it when the company's listening. I like when the company's like, hey, you know what, we got your backs. We are a business. We want your money, but we still have to make the game playable.
I personally feel that all Konami really needs is a change of staff.
Oh, definitely. Fire Kevin, get him out of here.
Yeah, definitely.
So we get Strauss back.
I feel instead of having a staff do the ban list, I feel it should be a concise vote of people who on a professional level know the game instinctively enough to know what the players want.
Oh god, that would be even worse.
No. I'm talking about
I'm all for people having the power, but when you give people that much power, it's gonna be.
No. I'm not talking about everyone. I didn't even say that much power. I'm talking about limited power. Like for example, who would you give power? Who would you give some power of words on the ban list? Who would you give in the Yu-Gi-Oh community?
Besides the only person I can think of would be someone like Billy Break, cause I've never met the dude in person.
I was gonna say Billy Breaks too.
He seems like a stand-up person. He's like a type of person who would definitely make a decent ban list.
Right.
The one person I never give it to is Patrick Coben. Just saying. I've
We
seen his ban list
talk about him.
predictions.
He is the forbidden one.
He is the forbidden one. I've seen his ban list predictions. They were quite horrible. But yeah, someone like Billy Brake, I think he would do a fantastic job if he, was able to put input on the ban list. I don't think he would be biased at all.
Even some Yu-Gi-Oh YouTubers, I wouldn't mind giving some control of the ban list too. This is not like any favoritism, but maybe Asian Eyes. Maybe Asian Eyes.
Oh,
Don't get me wrong.
You'll be like, Banlist, be like, let's go with triple Banlist, let's have all this shit, hashtag free money. Yeah, you'd be like, oh god, oh my lord.
Don't get me wrong, Jonathan. I'm saying Konami should take in ideas and thoughts.
I think people, if you're talking about YouTubers, I like Asian Eyes fucking eccentric. Like the only reason he's even still doing YouTubing is because people wanted him to begin with.
Yeah, I understand.
But people like let's say like M40. I would say Galactic God, but he doesn't have time for Yu-Gi-Oh.
He's good. He knows what he's doing at times.
No, but he doesn't have time for Yu-Gi-Oh anymore, so he doesn't really play it right now. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing Galactic God.
I would, say, hey, look, they will probably be good at making a ban list.
And even so, like, give the players some, like, maybe even if it's 1% over the ban list, that's a lot of 1% to take in.
Like, I remember one of the cool things that, like, it never really happened, but I remember it was a regions that I went to. It was, like, back before Missions of Faith had first gotten banned.
Yeah, I remember
that. Light and Orange Dragon, around the time that first came out.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was a region I went to, back up in Memphis, Tennessee. The judges were joking. That judge was joking around. He asked everybody, who wants Lad banned? We all raise our hands. Like, we all do. That'd be something I'd love to see. Like, kind of how Show and Jump has, like, okay, there's 4 cards.
Yeah.
Pick the card, vote for the card that you want to be on the back, in the Show and Jump description. Maybe everyone wants to be like, okay, ask maybe a survey or something like that. Like, cards you'd like to see get limited, semi-limited banned. Just like a general rule of the people, but, just sort of like get an idea of...
Yeah, I know. I know what you mean. Just get everyone into the community.
The only issue with that would be, have to try to differentiate the people who are actually trying to help the game and just people being stupid, like,
But that's why we would have...
because fuck it.
Yeah. but that's why we would have people like Billy Breaks to go and see, like, what's like real bandlist material, what's not bandlist material, because a person of Billy Breaks' caliber is something that could be a great asset to Konami.
We need fresh heads in terms of the bandlist department of Konami.
We definitely do. So that will sum up Konami's stupidity and the bandlist discussion video. Hopefully it wasn't too long for you guys, but like I said in the beginning, it was long. So, yeah, I'm actually at a loss for words. Screw you, Konami.
Yeah, Konami, you gotta step up your game. TCG, take out your notebook, take out your pen, write some notes of OCG.
Go back to class.
You go back to class. Or what you can do is just have OCG run the bands and merge our list together. That'd be so much good.
That's another thing. Before we go
I miss
off.
that so much.
If OCG took control of the TCG list, oh my god, they would butcher the current list to hell. They would butcher it. So I'll leave that little cliffhanger for you guys to think about. Make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. What you guys think in the comments below of this joke of a ban list, from my opinion and Jonathan's opinion.
It is a joke. I saw it and I laughed my ass off because it was so pathetic. We had 8 months for this joke. Cause like, you could have brought this out in 2 months.
Yeah. Make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, as well as like this video if you enjoyed it, and go follow us on Facebook, and like us on follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook. I don't know why I said it the other way, because all the videos and updates necessary will go on both social media accounts. Mm-hmm. As well as go vote for what deck you want to see on tomorrow's live stream.
Well, that'll be next week, because Rom pretty much already decided what he wanted to play, so we decided to scrap it.
Rom. Okay, so next week's live stream.
Yeah.
As well as stock market for tomorrow, as well as a Sunday Let's Talk, because everyone likes Sunday. Just enjoy yourselves for a little bit. So Sunday Let's Talk.
Oh, definitely.
And without further ado, we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Peace, peace.